Yeah, so you would have seen we are eligible as Australians for a $300 energy rebate. This is pretty cool. So it also extends to small businesses that get up to $325 a year as well.
How good.
And this will be implemented in installments to your electricity bill pretty much between 2024 and 2025, which is absolutely perfect for what we were talking about before, which is a doctor who has come out amidst a big survey to say what the household temperature should be.
Right, what should the household temperature be?
So pretty much this is based off the fact that it's what will deter you from being sick or mold growing in the house and things like that.
I'm going to say 18.
Yeah, were you reading my notes? It is 18.
It is?
Yeah, well, it seems like you just read my notes. You peered over. Pretty good guess.
We sit on opposite sides of the table. I haven't seen your notes.
But yeah, it is 18 degrees is what your temperature should be in the house to avoid sickness, especially this winter, considering death rates are 20% higher than in summer.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Over across the country, I mean, Tasmania is usually 11 on average. Melbourne is 14. Wow. South Australia is typically about 16.5. So everyone needs to boost up their temperatures a bit.
There you go. Yeah, get their power bill up.
Yeah, pretty much. But we will end on a high note on the news. Jared Toadfish Rebecki. Ryan Maloney has Toadie. He's left Neighbours 30 years.
Wait, he's left?
He's leaving Neighbours.
The man, the myth, the legend, Toadie.
Can you believe it's 30 years he's been on Neighbours?
I don't believe it.
And the guy's only 44. So he started when he was quite young. And I've looked into Ryan Maloney as well. Has an $8 million property in the Mornington Peninsula, fun little fact. And he's been married 5 times on Neighbours.
He's been... Oh, what about in real life?
Oh, I'm not sure about real life. I think he has a pretty steady... I think he has a much steadier relationship with women than on Neighbours. He's doing all right.
The Toad Man himself.
Yeah.
Quitting Neighbours.
30 years out of the business. He said he might reappear here and there.
There you go. You're with Tom Callum. That's your news from overnight and over the weekend.
Tom, we are talking right now with our content director, Sophie, our big boss, the head honcho, right here on the mic, because...
The big wig.
Exactly right. She's got an interesting proposition. I mean, we don't own a house, Tom, but, you know, she is in the market, and she's chosen a pretty interesting spot to potentially go to.
Yes. Okay, so right now I am in Prospect, and the house that I'm looking at is only 2 streets away, which I think might be ridiculous to, like... If I'm going to move, you're going to move, like, you know, to like right now I'm north side. Why would I not go south side now? Like, why would I move just 2 streets away? Like, what is the point? But also, I really want to. Typically,
when someone moves houses, I feel like, yes, they do move quite a bit away, but you are looking 2 streets away.
Like, it's like less than 2 streets. Like, it's very close.
It's kind of a funny one when people do this because I guess, like you said, you know, you want to go to a new spot, new cafes, new restaurants, new bars. New. Yeah, exactly. But you will be in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
And just a slightly different, you know, decor in the house.
But the only thing I can say is it's good because moving costs.
Okay,
like, you know,
yep.
or I can drive back and forth, drop some things off. But yeah, I think it is kind of embarrassing and ridiculous. And yeah, what am I doing?
Yeah,
like I need to find another place that is not in Prospect 2 streets away.
Yeah, it gives Everybody Loves Raymond kind of them living on the same street as their parents vibes.
I don't get that joke, but sure, I'm sure it's funny.
Seen Everybody Loves Raymond.
No, I haven't seen Everybody Loves Raymond.
Hey,
everybody loves it.
Housewarming gift. Everybody Loves Raymond. Season 1 to 10.
Oh, classic. Callum, great joke.
Look, I want to open up the text line in just a moment. 0428 927 927. I want to know, how close did you move, Adelaide? There is a prize up for grabs. I had a neighbour who moved next door.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. We had a neighbour on our old, like, my family home street that moved a few doors down. Why?
As in they actually sold the original house.
Yeah.
They weren't expanding the property. It was a proper move.
Sold the house.
How embarrassing.
Bought the house next door.
And also, then, are you really going to change your postal address, or are you just going to go and get your letters from the old house?
I would sure hope so. They'd change their postal address so there's not a random going through my mail.
Yeah, still getting the mail to the old address.
Clearly got
sorry, mate.
Clearly got some attachment to the house. They still want to come over and visit.
Or they're just as lazy as us 3, yeah.
Probably.
Look, we're opening up the text line here, 0428 927 927. There's a prize up for grabs, Adelaide. How close did you move? We want to know, is there... well, obviously, moving next door is probably the closest thing you could do.
Oh, it have to be, yeah, unless you're in the vents or something. Yeah, I mean,
To the
I feel like you can't really beat the next door.
Yeah.
But I'd be curious if anyone's done something similar.
Yeah, let us know. The text line is now open, 0428 927 927. Prize up for grabs here, Adelaide. How close did you move? We're going to go over to Beverly. We got John on the line. John, mate, good morning. How you going?
Hey, I'm good, mate. How you going?
Really good.
Yeah, good, mate.
All right, John. So where have you moved to? How close?
Well, to be honest, I've never moved.
Never
You've
moved.
never
Okay.
moved.
And how many years is that in the
No.
same house?
Exactly 50 years this year. actually.
Wow.
With kids, parents bought the place when I was 4, moved in, and they kind of split up when I was about 18,
Yeah.
and Mum moved out, and I had to buy her half if I wanted to stay there.
So you've just
yeah.
been there the entire time.
And I'm still there, yeah.
Bit sick of it, John, or
So,
do you feel like moving at all? Or are you pretty comfortable? You're going to be there till end of days?
Oh, well, yeah, now I've set it up to sort of suit myself, you know. I've got a lot of cars and stuff. That was the original reason for not moving. I just had too much crap there. It was like, the thought of it was pretty scary.
Yeah,
right.
Can't be bothered moving it. Moving truck, be a big haul.
Good on you, John. Thanks for getting involved, mate. We got Susie in O'Sullivan Beach. How close did you move?
I moved across the road,
Wow,
Across the road.
And what suburb is this, Susie?
at Sullivan's Beach.
Right, okay, awesome.
Yeah, so
I
Susie, why across the road? Was there? Did you look at anywhere else outside of O'Sullivan Beach, or were you just like, I love this suburb?
No, I was renting from a friend, and then I moved in with my partner because we had a baby.
Oh,
Hey, good
fantastic!
reason to do it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was the hardest move ever, though, because you couldn't just chuck everything in a truck and take it somewhere. It was like loads and loads across the road. It was raining. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, what's the go? You just have a massive trolley, just take a few from Coles and put your cupboards and wardrobes on it.
Lots of dedicated friends.
Yeah, have a helping hand for that one.
Good on you,
Yeah.
Susie. Hey, I mean, across the road, that's the closest we've gotten. Can we get anyone even closer?
Hey, well, let's see. Eva in Port Noarlunga South, tell us, where did you move?
I literally moved round the corner, like 3 houses from my old place.
3 houses
Jeez.
down.
Yeah. I moved back from interstate originally, and then bought a house around the corner. And it was kind of funny. The removalists were literally going around the corner dropping stuff off, but my son and I had to walk the trampoline across around the corner because it wouldn't fit in the truck.
Yeah, right. So you were doing just the old walk down, carrying everything, all your
Yeah.
belongings.
That's right. Walk down with the sack truck.
How good is that? Save a bit of money on a removalist.
Eva, do you still have
Yeah.
do you have a bit of attachment to the old house? Do you ever go past and, have a look around?
I
Have
do.
they messed up
Yeah,
the
I do.
furniture?
Have a bit of a sticky beat.
Yeah, are they doing all right, or have they messed it up completely?
Oh, look, they got a few weird-looking pot plants in the front yard, but apart from that, it's all pretty orderly.
It's always the plants.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, Bradley over in Salisbury Heights, how close did you move, mate?
Well, I lived in a place in Andrews Farm for like 8 years, and then the house sold, and I literally got a house on an adjacent seat that shared the same back fence.
Wow, same back fence.
Same back fence.
So during the moving process,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Are you just putting stuff? Are you throwing stuff over the fence?
Did
or
you
how-
knock down the
Yeah,
fence?
what's
Nah,
happening?
I took a fence panel out and just went between the houses with my sack truck for the first week.
Right.
How good
But
is that?
the funny thing was, though, my dog had only been in my house for 8 years, so he wouldn't even poo in the new backyard.
Oh, really? So did you have to open up the fence
Yeah,
and
open
let
up
him
the fence.
let him go to the old grounds?
I just left the fence open, and he would just go out and do his business in the old place and sit on the back step, and then I eventually put the fence panel back in.
Once his toilet trained to his
Wild.
new house.
Full Kath and Kim moment.
Yeah.
Hey, let's wrap things up with Josh over in Maslin's Beach. Josh, how close did you move?
Well, it wasn't me, but a mate of mine got kicked, and his missus got kicked out of their parents' house and they moved out onto the driveway on the roof of their Jeep.
What, sleeping on the roof of a car, not even in it?
What?
No, they were sleeping on the roof with a blanket and a pillow. Two of them.
Seems like an odd choice when you have the actual interior of the car with a heater and stuff. Each to their own.
Yeah, well, they had nowhere else to go, so...
I guess if anyone gives you flack for being too close to the house, you can just drive off a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, this is pretty interesting. The Women's and Children's Hospital has actually come out with a big survey to say what the most popular baby names are here in South Australia.
Yeah, right, okay.
So this is a bit different because usually you get, the global ones of different countries, you get all of Australia, but this is specifically in SA, the most popular baby names.
Well, there you go. Well, I mean, should we just end the break now? It's obviously Tom Callum.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought too. But apparently there's been a blunder in the system.
Right.
But so the most popular, pretty much the list here goes that a lot of the popular ones for girls right now are Eleanor, Chloe, Ella, Sophie, and Amelia are very popular. They're not in the top spot though. I'll get to that in a sec.
All right.
For boys, popular ones: Hugo, Hudson, Benjamin, Kai, and Jude.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, if you've got a baby on the way, here are some great names.
Yeah,
for you.
also, you might not want to match up, though. These might be names you don't want because they're so popular.
Yeah,
Now,
right, fair enough.
Let's get to the most popular boy's name. So the most popular boy's name is Noah.
Noah?
Noah, according to the Women's and Children's Hospital, is the most popular SA boy's name.
There you go. Shout out to all the Noahs out there. I don't actually think I know a Noah.
I know one. And I'm not that close with him. But yeah, I know one Noah. You know what's really interesting, though, looking at the stats here? It says it's knocked Oliver off after 11 years. So was Oliver the most popular boy's name for 11 years?
I'll tell you what, I don't think I know an Oliver either.
I know one. And once again, not very well.
There you go. If there's any Noahs or Olivers out there, text into us 0428 927 927. We'd like to be your mate.
Yeah, let us know. We need more Oliver and Noah friends in our repertoire.
Yeah.
But
I've just got a lot of Jameses as mates, to be honest.
Most popular girl's name, what do you reckon it is?
Oh, don't do this to me. Oh, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Kate.
Well, your sister's name. Yeah. That was pretty easy to think of. No, Charlotte. Charlotte is the most popular girl's name. So there you have it. Charlotte for the girls, Noah for the guys.
I'll tell you what. I know one Charlotte.
Just one?
Just one.
Pretty well or not so well?
Not heaps well. Yeah. Callum, to end something as sacred as marriage should, take a pretty serious thing.
Yeah, it's a huge process, I guess, and, divorcing, things like that, it can be costly, take heaps of time, so, choose carefully.
Absolutely, but this anonymous couple from Australia has gotten divorced after one day of being married.
Just one day.
Just one day.
You don't want to be the one-dayers.
No.
I mean, ending a marriage after a year, people already turn their nose out and they think, geez, that was quick. One day, that's another level, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot. So what's happened is they've had their wedding. And they've got, obviously, the wedding cake, which, a lot of the time, wedding cakes, they cost a lot of money. There's a lot of thought and effort that goes in behind them. The groom has grabbed the back of the bride's head and shoved it into the cake.
What?
Yeah.
Just shoved her head in it.
Thrown it into the cake. And she's lasted about 12 hours before being like, nah, I can't do it any longer.
And it's a nice cake.
It's over.
It's
a nice cake.
It's not a Freddo.
We're talking $1,000.
Yeah, not a Freddo ice cream cake. There's a lot at stake with this one. That's crazy, isn't it? To shove your wife's head into the cake. I mean, also a bit of debate to be had. Would you divorce the person
Absolutely not.
After one day just for that?
No, I think it's kind of funny.
I mean, it seems like he's trying to have a laugh. He's a bit of a jerk, but, maybe we can forgive him.
I mean, the bride told him the next day that this relationship is over.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she saw a few bad habits of his and wanted to get out early. Oh no, he's a nail biter.
Couple of red flags. Would you divorce someone after a day?
No, I wouldn't divorce.
Over the cake?
Oh, not over the cake incident.
Like, you'd be a bit upset about it.
I would bring up the cake incident a lot,
periodically.
Yeah. It would be a dinner party story if I wanted to embarrass my wife and, say something bad she's done. But yeah, I wouldn't divorce over it.
That is your way out of any argument for the rest of your marriage as well.
Yeah, literally.
Anytime you're in the wrong, you just be like, remember the cake?
Jail free card. Tom, something pretty peculiar happened the other night. I was at the pub and, I would say it was a little bit of a night.
So far, I'm not seeing anything peculiar.
Yeah, it seems like quite the regular, actually.
Yeah. Average Sunday night, yeah.
Definitely not abnormal, but the company I had was peculiar to the point where I thought, geez, I don't think I want to go to the pub with this person ever again.
Right.
So went there, right, and I bump into a friend of mine and she sits down and we're chatting and I haven't seen her in ages. So it's quite a good catch up.
Yeah.
And then she says, hey, can you go inside and get me a drink? And I think, well, that's not an issue really, but, it's a bit of an odd ask, like why she couldn't just go up herself,
Yeah, sure.
And then she hands me a card and says, no, I'll pay. I just want you to go up and get it for me if that's cool. And then I say, why? And then she proceeds to explain, and I look down for proof too. She's got no shoes on. Barefooting her.
She's gone to the pub barefoot.
Barefoot. So she's come to the pub barefoot, walking around. And this is on Rundle.
Far out.
This is Rundle Street as well. So, you got some pretty grimy floors going around. They're not on the nicest floors.
No, what?
And who goes to the pub barefoot knowing that you're not going to be allowed inside?
Who goes anywhere barefoot? First of all, I mean, 0428927927. We'll open up the text line here. Where do you go barefoot?
I mean, if you do it, let us know. But it's a bit of an odd one. I think she's really going for the hippie Zoodar, wants to be with nature. But it's not like you're really connected to nature when you're walking on the floor of the Exeter, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what she's going for. But she wanted to go to a wine bar after it. It's like, what are you doing? Why is your night looking like
She wanted to go to another... I mean, okay.
No shoes.
Here's the thing.
No shoes.
The Exeter and Rundle Street, probably you can get away with barefoot, right?
I don't think so.
No, it's a bit of a dive, right? But anywhere else, I don't see it happening. If you're going to, hellbound to the wine bar, I don't see you getting let in
I
with
genuinely
bare
don't
feet.
think any venues would let you with barefoot.
I just, wear some slides at least.
Yeah. Just put some Havianas on and ditch them if you don't want them.
Somebody's just texted in saying, I'll go bare feet everywhere if it's allowed.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you do see people in shopping centres and stuff with them. Maybe it's a new trend.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I don't want to see people's toes when I'm out.
Yeah, not for me. You just spit your drink out. Tom, there's an interesting debate going around right now, and it comes off a huge survey around Australia looking at our workers, everyone in the workforce, and the question on everyone's mind is how late is late?
How late is late?
So pretty much how many minutes over the clock of when you're supposed to be into work is it actually considered late? And this seems like a little ploy of, maybe later this week we just want to save our asses and, have a bunch of audio files just saying of people, telling us that it's okay to be late, really.
Thursday morning, Tom Callum live from 8 o'clock.
Just push it back a bit. But, so pretty much the surveys come out to say people in the workforce between the age of 16 to 26, so a lot of casual workers, things like that, and people just starting the workforce after their uni degrees, trades, whatever, they say that being 5 to 10 minutes late is pretty much the same as being on time.
No, I agree.
And this has caused a bit of a stir.
I'm all for that. So I think 5 to 10 minutes late, that could just be something when it comes down to traffic. And yeah, you can sit there and say, you should get ready earlier, you should leave earlier. But if something like traffic, if you're on time every day, and then one of those days you're 5 to 10 minutes late due to an unforeseen circumstance.
Yep.
I think 5 to 10 minutes. I think you're laughing.
Accounting
I think
for the
that's
variables.
Fine. Yeah. I think I don't have an issue with 5 to 10 minutes.
See, I think late is probably when you're edging on, and curse me for saying this because, I don't want it to happen to me. But I think 20 minutes is where it's getting a little bit dicey.
Says the guy who was 40 minutes late last week.
Exactly. I'm holding my tongue. But I think 20 is where it's getting a bit dicey. As soon as you break the half an hour bracket, that's where it's like, hey, you're a whole half an hour over when you're meant to be. That's a bit late.
Yeah, look, I reckon there's a 25-minute leeway.
Every day, though? Do you
Every day.
Do you reckon it works every day? What if that was every day and that's just your new starting time?
Yeah, but we basically are 25 minutes late every day.
And we've been laying low.
I'm trying to plant the seed.
Yeah. But it's interesting as well that baby boomers, so people aged between 70 to 78, are saying that there's zero tolerance for lateness and that even if you're on time, it's still considered late. You should always be early. So there's a debate there to be had.
Wait, on time is late?
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
Yeah, well...
I'm sorry. No, I'm not about that.
Yeah, so they just believe you have to be early, be a few minutes early all the time. So that's their thing. On the other end, all the young people are saying, hey, 5 to 10 minutes, all good. So a bit of a difference there.
You know what? I think the thing is, as long as you get your work done, it shouldn't matter what time you rock up, right?
Yeah, work hard, play hard.
Absolutely right. Let's open this up for a bit of discussion. We'll open up the text line 0428 927 927. How late is late, Adelaide? We're going to go over to Beverly. We've got John on the line. John, mate, good morning. How you going?
Hey, I'm good, mate. How you going?
Really good.
Yeah, good, mate.
All right, John. So where have you moved to? How close?
Well, to be honest, I've never moved.
Never
You've
moved?
never
Okay.
moved.
And how many years is that in the same house?
Exactly 50 years this year.
Wow.
Was kids' parents bought the place when I was 4, moved in, and they kind of split up when I was about 18, and Mum moved out, and I had to buy her half if I wanted to stay there.
So you've just been there the entire time?
And I'm still there, yeah.
Bit sick of it, John, or
So,
do you feel like moving at all? Are you pretty comfortable? You're going to be there till end of days?
Oh, well, yeah, now I've set it up to sort of suit myself, you know. I've got a lot of cars and stuff. That was the original reason for not moving. I just took too much crap there. It was like, the thought of it was pretty scary.
Yeah,
right.
Can't be bothered moving it. Moving truck, be a big haul.
Good on you, John. Thanks for getting involved, mate. We got Susie in O'Sullivan Beach. How close did you move?
I moved across the road.
Wow, across the road. And what suburb is this, Susie?
O'Sullivan Beach.
Right, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so Susie, why across the road? Was there? Did you look at anywhere else outside of O'Sullivan Beach, or were you just like, I love this suburb?
No, I was renting from a friend, and then I moved in with my partner because we had a baby.
Oh,
hey,
fantastic! Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was the hardest move ever, though, because you couldn't just chuck everything in a truck and take it somewhere. It was like loads and loads across the road. It was raining. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, what's the go? You just have a massive trolley, just take a few from Coles and put your cupboards and wardrobes on it?
Lots of dedicated friends.
Yeah, have a helping hand for that one.
Good on you, Susie. Hey, I mean, across the road, that's the closest we've gotten. Can we get anyone even closer?
Hey, well, let's see. Eva in Port Noarlunga South, tell us, where did you move?
I literally moved round the corner, like 3 houses from my old place.
3 houses
Jeez.
down.
Yeah. I moved back from interstate originally, and then bought a house around the corner. And it was kind of funny. The removalists were literally going around the corner dropping stuff off, but my son and I had to walk the trampoline across around the corner because it wouldn't fit in the truck.
Yeah, right. So you were doing just the old walk down, carrying everything, all your belongings.
That's right. Walk down with the sack truck.
How good is that? Save a bit of money on a removalist.
Eva, do you still have do you have a bit of attachment to the old house? Do you ever go past and have a look around?
I do.
Have they messed up the furniture?
I do. I have a bit of a sticky beat.
Yeah. Are they doing all right, or have they messed it up completely?
Oh, look, they've got a few weird-looking pot plants in the front yard, but apart from that, it's all pretty orderly.
It's always the plants.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, Bradley, over in Salisbury Heights, how close did you move, mate?
Well, I lived in a place in Andrews Farm for like 8 years, and then the house sold, and I literally got a house on an adjacent seat that shared the same back fence.
Wow, same back fence.
Same back fence.
So during the moving process, what are you doing? Are you just putting stuff... Are you throwing stuff over the fence?
Did you knock down the fence?
Yeah, what's happening?
I took a fence panel out and just went between the houses with my sack truck for the first week.
Right.
How good
But
is that?
the funny thing was, though, my dog had only been in my house for 8 years, so he wouldn't even poo in the new backyard.
Oh, really? So did you have to open up the fence and
open up the fence.
let him go to the old grounds?
I just left the fence open, and he would just go out and do his business in the old place and sit on the back step, and then I eventually put the fence panel back in.
Once his toilet trained to his new house.
Full Kath and Kim moment.
Yeah.
Hey, let's wrap things up with Josh over in Maslins Beach. Josh, how close did you move?
Well, it wasn't me, but a mate of mine got kicked, and his missus got kicked out of their parents' house, and they moved out onto the driveway on the roof of their Jeep.
What, sleeping on the roof of a car, not even in it?
What?
No, they were sleeping on the roof with a blanket and a pillow. Two of them.
Seems like an odd choice when you have the actual interior of the car with a heater and stuff. Each to their own.
Yeah, well, they had nowhere else to go, so...
I guess if anyone gives you flack for being too close to the house, you can just drive off a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, if you own a cat, listen up right now because I've got some bad news.
Really? All right. Bad news for cat lovers out there.
Bad news for cat lovers. Now, Callum, I know you own a couple of cats. So
Yes.
this is, I actually, I put this to air today just to warn you.
All right. Of what the dangers of owning a cat.
The dangers of owning a cat.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa!
You know, Tom Jones makes it seem very lighthearted having a cat and asking what's new about, its life, but it seems
If
quite,
only Tom
quite
Jones
scary.
knew. If only he knew. So, a new study has come out to reveal that a third of cat owners, and this is about 40% of cat owners out there, have woken to discover their cats staring at them.
Really?
Yes.
That's a bit creepy.
Yeah. So they'll wake up, their cat is just there, staring them down. And they're saying that it's because cats hate us and they're plotting our downfall.
Downfall or death?
Well,
How serious are we talking?
They kind of go hand in hand, don't
Yeah,
they?
is it a trip you over situation or try and kill you? I don't know.
Yeah, so this study has come out to even say 25% of cat owners revealed that cats have been destroying their furniture or a treasured item of clothing, and apparently it's not because they're, just cats, they don't know any better. It's because they really just do not like us.
I mean, as much as I have owned cats and stuff and I do get around them, they are shifty as all hell. We all know that. There's something about them that's just a little bit off.
I mean, Tom Jones said it best.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa!
All right, well, I have my head screwed on and shut the door at night. So, forget the monsters under the bed. It's the cat that's coming to get you.
Well, as a cat owner, have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and seen one of them just staring you down?
Yeah.
Yes.
All the time.
You're stuffed.
I'm terrified.
We're the pride of South Australia, and we're known as the Adelaide Crow. We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. The West, red, white, and blue. We're from Tigerland.
Fresh footy tipping on Fresh 92.7, sponsored by Thirsty Camel.
That's right, Callum. The legends down at Thirsty Camel have given us $1,000 if you place top spot in our fresh footy tipping competition. Remember, if you're for seriously good deals this footy season, shop online or drive through your local Camel.
Hey, it's pretty unreal, and we can't wait to see what happens. It's quite neck and neck. We're seeing some pretty favourite contenders always popping up in the top 5. It's not really budging as much as it was before, so...
Oh, big time.
Let's see what happens.
It's been like that since round 1 as well. It's all the familiar people up the top there. But before we get into having a look where everyone's sitting on the ladder, we got to have a look at the games. First of all, there was a lot of close games this round. Round
Super
16 of the AFL kicked off Friday night. Brisbane taking on Melbourne. Brisbane got up by 5 points.
Unreal stuff from Brisbane.
Yeah, I mean, the next close game, Sydney versus Dockers. The Dockers giving Sydney their second loss of the year, winning by 1 point. I'll tell you what, I think it was Tom Papley as well, had a shot on goal after the siren in the fourth quarter.
I was going to say I heard about that. Sounded absolutely devastating. Didn't even make a point. So, yeah, that was pretty hard for the Sydney fans.
Yeah, absolutely sprayed it. I mean, and in some great news, the Crowies got up against the Giants at Adelaide Oval Saturday night. They won by 16 points. It was 94-78. And then, of course, in other great news for the state, Port Adelaide got up, held their own over St Kilda, winning by 2 points, 60-62.
Geez, you really hope so, especially after the last game and what would follow from that. Bit devastating, so nice work against the Saints.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to see the Port boys, respond and respond well.
Definitely.
And put that trust back into the coach of Ken Hinckley.
For sure.
Now, to have a look at how we're sitting in the tips, it was my go this week, Callum, to do the tips.
Yeah.
Stuffed it.
Botched job.
Oh, yeah, it's super botched job.
Got the news you want to hear?
So we were sitting 274th on 78 points. We have moved up to 326.
Oh, my worst fear. I didn't think you'd actually say we'd be in the 300s. I thought we'd still be cracking the twos.
Nah.
What are we, like, close to Callum Mags, the losers now? That's what everyone's been saying around the office, around the footy tipping, so I don't know. Where are we sitting with them?
Yeah, so we're 326 on 81 points. Only got 3 games correct. Kale and Mags are sitting 389th on 77, so we're pretty clear of them. It's Taylor for your workday that we have to watch out for. She's only a point down from us on 80 points, sitting in 348.
She said to me before that she forgot to do her tips this week as well.
She forgot the last 2 weeks, and somehow she's doing better than us.
Maybe that's the key to success. Just don't do the tips.
Get all the away games. Hey, to have a look at how the tips are looking on the ladder for everyone playing along. Everyone's after that $1,000 thanks to the legends down at Thirsty Camel. We got Kyle H in first place. Geelong 03, he's also known as, on 96 points. Tied with Kelly R. Yes,
wow,
KR
okay.
On 96. We got Zach Buck in third place on 95 points, just a point down. And then Shane H. Eagle Stars 94, tied with Pug Power. Darren H.
No.
That's our top 5.
Evan from Boost Juice has dropped out of the top 10. He was our golden ticket to a grand final party because we know the guy.
I'll tell you what, Zach Buck, he plays for West Torrens in the SNFL. And shot him a message. Said, mate, if you get up, can we come along to the grand final party?
What did he say?
We've got
We're
an invite.
on.
We've got an invite.